Imagine standing in front of a group of investors, your heart racing, your palms sweaty, and you only have 10 minutes to convince them that your idea is worth millions of dollars. What do you say? What do you show them? Most people blow this moment. But the ones who succeed have one secret weapon, a winning pitch deck. And today, I am going to show you step by step how to build one that grabs attention, tells your story, and gets you funding. Number 1. Why a pitch deck matters. A pitch deck is not just slides. It is your story in visual form. Think of it like a movie trailer. It does not tell the entire story, but it makes people want to see more. Investors are busy. They look at hundreds of ideas every year. If your pitch deck is confusing or boring, they will forget you in seconds. But if it is clear and exciting, they will lean in and ask questions. For example, Airbnb's original pitch deck was only 10 slides long, but it secured them investors who later helped the company grow into a global giant. Number 2. Start with a hook. The very first slide sets the tone. If you open with a bland "Hi, my name is," you have already lost them. Instead, begin with a hook that sparks curiosity. You can use a shocking statistic, a question, or a short story. For example, if you are pitching a fitness app, you might start with, "Did you know that more than 70% of people who start a workout plan quit within the first 3 months? We are changing that." Instantly, you make them curious. Number 3. Present the problem. Investors do not buy ideas. They buy solutions to big problems. Your job is to make the audience feel the pain of the problem you are solving. Make it real. Use stats, stories, or examples. If you are building a budget app, you might say, "In the USA, more than half of adults live paycheck to paycheck. Millions struggle to save even $100 a month. Our solution changes that. The problem must feel urgent and worth solving." Number 4. Show your solution. Now that they feel the problem, you reveal your solution like a magician pulling the curtain. Keep it simple. Do not get lost in jargon. Show how your product or service directly solves the issue. Use clear visuals, maybe a screenshot or a short demo. For example, if you created an app that rounds up every purchase and invests the spare change, show how easy it looks on the phone. The goal is for investors to nod and say, "That makes sense." Number 5. Explain why now. Timing can make or break a business. Investors will ask themselves, "Why does this idea matter today and not 5 years ago?" Show them what has changed in the market, technology, or customer behavior. For example, if you are launching a remote work platform, you could say, "The number of remote workers in the USA has doubled since 2020. The trend is only growing, and companies need better tools to manage distributed teams." Number 6. Market size and opportunity. Investors want to know if your idea can grow big. This is where you talk numbers. How many people face this problem? How much money is being spent in your industry? Keep it simple. Use clear visuals like graphs or charts. For example, if your startup is in the food delivery space, you might show that the USA food delivery market is worth over $200 billion and growing every year. This tells investors there is room to make serious money. Number 7. Your business model. How will you make money? This is the question investors care about most. Be specific. Will you charge a monthly subscription, take a commission, or sell directly? For example, Netflix's pitch was simple. A monthly subscription equals steady recurring revenue. Keep it easy to understand. If you cannot explain your business model in 1 or 2 sentences, it is too complicated. Number 8. Show traction or proof. Even if you are just starting, investors want to see proof that people care about your idea. This is called traction. It could be user growth, early sales, partnerships, or even testimonials. For example, Dropbox started with just a demo video that went viral, showing that people wanted their solution. If you are at an early stage, show waitlist numbers, pilot results, or anything that proves real demand. Number 9. Competition. Do not say you have no competition. That is the fastest way to lose credibility. Every problem has alternatives, even if it is just people using pen and paper. Instead, show you know who the competitors are and explain how you are different. Use a simple chart to highlight your unique advantage. For example, Uber's pitch showed taxis as the old option and Uber as the fast, easy alternative. Number 10. Marketing and growth strategy. Investors want to know how you plan to get customers. Will you use ads, partnerships, influencers, or word of mouth? Be specific. For example, if you are building a cooking app, you might partner with food bloggers who already have millions of followers. The more concrete your plan, the more confident investors feel that you can scale. Number 11. Your team. A great idea is worthless without the right people behind it. Investors often say they invest in people, not just businesses. Show who is on your team and why they are the right people to win. Highlight key skills and experience. For example, if you are starting a fintech company and your co-founder worked at a major bank, that instantly builds trust. Number 12. Financial projections. This is where you show the potential upside. Keep it realistic. Show your revenue and profit projections for the next 3 to 5 years. Use round numbers. For example, we project $1 million in revenue by year 3 with 20% profit margins. Investors know these are guesses, but they want to see if you understand the economics of your business. Number 13. The ask. Do not forget to ask for what you need. How much money are you raising, and what will you use it for? Be clear. For example, we are raising $500,000 to expand our team, launch marketing campaigns, and improve our technology. Without this slide, investors walk away not knowing how to help you. Number 14. Keep it short and clear. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is overloading their pitch deck with too much text. Less is more. Aim for 10 to 15 slides max. Each slide should be clean, simple, and easy to follow. If you try to explain everything on the slide, you will bore your audience. Remember, the goal of a pitch deck is not to close the deal on the spot. The goal is to get investors interested enough to want another meeting. Number 15. The story flow. Your deck should feel like a journey, not a list of random slides. Think of it like telling a story. There is a problem, a hero with a solution, challenges to overcome, and a happy ending. For example, Airbnb's original pitch deck flowed naturally from the problem of expensive hotels to their simple solution to proof that people wanted it. That story won them millions. Number 16. Design matters more than you think. You do not need to be a graphic designer, but your slides should look professional. Use consistent fonts, colors, and spacing. Avoid clutter. Use images and visuals more than text. A clean, polished deck signals that you care about details. Investors notice that. For example, Canva grew partly because their simple, clean design made them stand out compared to messy competitor decks. Number 17. Practice is everything. Even the best deck will fail if you cannot present it well. Practice until you can deliver your story smoothly without reading from slides. Time yourself. Record yourself. Anticipate. Tough questions like, what if a big competitor enters the market? Or, how will you get your first 1,000 users? The more prepared you are, the more confident you will appear. Number 18. Avoid common mistakes. Do not exaggerate your numbers. Do not ignore risks. Do not make your deck 40 slides long. Investors see through hype. They respect honesty. If you do not know something, admit it but explain how you will find the answer. For example, saying, we do not know everything about distribution yet, but we are testing 3 strategies sounds better than pretending you have it all figured out. Number 19. Tell a personal story. Data is powerful, but stories stick. Investors remember stories more than charts. Share a quick story about why you started your business. For example, if you built a budgeting tool because you once struggled with credit card debt, share that briefly. It makes you relatable and shows passion behind the idea. Number 20. Highlight customer experience. Do not just show features. Show how customers feel using your product. Use testimonials, quotes, or even short case studies. For example, if your app helped a small business save thousands of dollars in expenses, show that story. It proves your solution works in real life. Number 21. Address risks directly. Investors know every startup has risks. If you ignore them, they will assume you are hiding something. Instead, acknowledge them and explain your plan to handle them. For example, if regulation is a challenge in your industry, say, yes, this space is regulated, but here is how we are staying compliant. This builds trust. Number 22, make the numbers visual. Do not overwhelm investors with spreadsheets. Instead, use simple visuals like graphs, pie charts, and icons to make your numbers easy to digest. For example, showing a chart of growing user signups is far more powerful than listing raw numbers. Number 23, create a memorable closing slide. Your final slide should leave investors with one strong image or phrase that sticks. It could be your mission statement, a powerful quote, or a bold vision of the future. For example, Tesla's vision of accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy was a simple but unforgettable closing message. Number 24, keep a backup appendix. You do not need to include every detail in your main slides. Instead, prepare an appendix with extra information like detailed financials, technical specs, or case studies. That way, if investors ask, you can flip to it. This shows you are prepared without overwhelming your main story. Number 25, tailor your deck to the audience. Not all investors care about the same things. Some care about impact, others care about profits, and some focus on market disruption. If you know who you are pitching to, adjust your emphasis. For example, if you are pitching to an impact investor, highlight how your company improves lives, not just your revenue. Number 26, show scalability. Investors want to know if your idea can grow beyond a small group of customers. Explain how your solution can expand into new markets or scale to millions. For example, a local tutoring service might start with one city, but could scale nationally through an online platform. Number 27, use social proof. Show that other people believe in your idea. This could be early partnerships, press mentions, awards, or well-known advisors. For example, if your startup was featured in Forbes or TechCrunch, include the logo. Social proof tells investors, others already believe in us. Number 28, demonstrate your passion. Investors are not just buying your idea, they are buying your energy. Show that you care deeply about solving this problem. Passion is contagious. If you light up when you talk about your solution, investors feel it. For example, Steve Jobs' passion for design and innovation convinced people to believe in Apple's vision long before the iPhone existed. At this point, you can see that a winning pitch deck is not about fancy animations or long speeches. It is about clarity, story, and trust. You have learned how to hook your audience, highlight the problem, present your solution, and lead them through a clear story that makes them want to invest. Now, imagine this. You are standing in that room again. But this time, you are confident. You know exactly what to say, slide by slide. You watch investors lean forward, nodding, smiling, and asking questions. You leave the room not just hopeful, but excited. That is the power of a winning pitch deck. So here is my final question for you. If you had the chance to pitch your big idea tomorrow, what story would your deck tell?